Hey kids, it's Jake from the Chardon Polka Band, and today we're going to talk about drums. Drums are part of the percussion family, and wow, what a huge category of musical instruments. Percussion instruments include any musical instrument that you can scrape, strike, or shake to make sound. And while there are so many different kinds of percussion instruments out there, today I want to focus in on a drum set. Now, a drum set, or a drum kit as it's sometimes called, is a collection of drums, cymbals, and other percussion instruments set up together, designed to be played by one individual. So many bands out there have a drummer that plays a drum kit. Now, a drummer's job in a band is very, very important. They keep everyone on the beat. And today, we're going to talk to an actual drummer. Here he is.
Hi, my name's Bob Young and I play the drums.
Bob, good to see you, buddy. Thank you for joining us. Now, I see a whole lot of different stuff right there in front of you. Tell us about your drum set. What is it? What does it do? What are all these different parts and pieces, Bob?
Well, in front of me here are all the different pieces of a drum set. Our main drum that we first learn how to play is the snare drum here. Then we have our toms. We have a high and a low. Then down here is our bass drum, probably out of sight here, but I use my foot to control that one. The pedal hits that one. That's our lowest sound. Then over here is the hi-hat, also controlled with the foot, open and closed, but I also can hit it. And then I have these two cymbals over here. And that gets all the sounds of the drum set. But now the drums are part of the percussion family, so there's a lot of other sounds too. There's the mallet family, there's a bunch of auxiliary sounds, which I have some down here. These are all of Jake's favorites. Right here I have the shaker. Simply said, you shake that one and you get your sound. We have a tambourine. Same deal. And now Jake's absolute favorites are these two. We have the vibra-slap. Gets you that sound right there. And last but not least, the old horn.
That's a lot of drums and percussion. I love it. Kids at home, do you love it? I knew you would. Now, Bob, would you tell us how these different drums and percussion instruments make the sound that we're hearing?
Well, like any musical instrument, a vibration of some sort needs to happen to create sound. For the drums, we hit what's called a drum head, and by itself it doesn't really make a lot of sound. It actually sounds kind of ugly. But you put that head on one of these shells, and we have all sorts of sizes and depths of shells. It starts to reverberate. We get all sorts of different sounds from that. Take this pad off, we get on that guy as well. Now the cymbals too, we need to make those vibrate. We do that simply by hitting them. And they get their sounds. Now, these are practice cymbals, so you're going to see a bunch of holes in these. They're not quite as loud as normal cymbals. Normal cymbals are going to be a lot louder than that.
That's a terrific and scientific answer. Like any acoustic instrument, the drums use vibration to create the sound we hear. Bob, I bet there's a few kids out there who might be interested in becoming a drummer just like yourself. Can you tell us how you became a drummer?
Well, I started playing drums in 5th grade. When I first saw my high school's marching band, I got really excited. I wanted to play the tenors, the quads with the 4 drums out on the drum line. And so then I took drum lessons and I practiced really hard and I played all through the years. And I was able to do that in high school and beyond and still playing today.
What a great story, Bob! Now, some of these kids at home who might be interested in playing some drums might not have a drum kit they can play on right now. I mean, not all of us have drum sets at home, right? Is there any other way we might be able to get started practicing our rhythms, our beats, and our drumming? Bob, what else could we use?
Anything that makes sounds when struck can be a drum. Your kitchen is loaded with drums. Look for pots and pans and cups. Also look for boxes, tables, and any other hard surfaces. And spatulas make great drumsticks. Just be careful not to break anything.
Bob, can't believe it. You're telling me I could use this oatmeal container or this coffee mug as drums? Whoa, I'm excited to get started. And kids at home, I bet you guys are excited to get started. But before we start grabbing things off the shelf to practice our drumming, I've asked Bob to provide us with a little drumming inspiration using objects he's found around his home. Hit it, Bob! Yes! Whoa! Bob, that is spectacular, man! I love it! Thank you for sharing your beautiful talents with us today, Bob. It's been great.
Hey, thanks a lot for listening. It was great playing for everyone. Bye, kids.
Kids, that was a lot of fun. Bob is a lot of fun. And I hope that you had fun learning about percussion, drum sets, and sound. And remember, you can make your own drums out of objects you probably already have there at home. Get creative and make some music. We'll see you next time. Hey, I think there's oatmeal in here. Oh, oatmeal.